Oh, welcome back to the stream. If you were here last time, you know that I got indecisive and did this. Just completely wrecked everything. Um, so what I think I want to do is we need to rework all this. We have a good amount of money, so let's see if we have enough. Yeah, I think we have enough to get up to tier 14. Because I came up with an idea. Perfect. So we've maxed out. The reason I wanted to get tier 14 is that gives us all the doors. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to run everything to this big area, I think, because we have more space over here to do our processing. And then I don't really care to use this door yet. We'll see. I want to use the 4 main doors, like the 4 single doors. So what we'll do is sort everything over here, and then we can have storage racks over here by type, or at each door we could maybe do that. But there's just so much more space on this side. That's the main reason. So my thought is, instead of going this way, let's take that intersection out, let's put turn here. Collapse everything back down. We've got a lot to do to get there, so I think what we're gonna do is set up. Let's see here. Trying to think of the best way to do this, but if you can see here, we've got these 3 doors. So it'd be really easy to create a sorting system for all of those doors. But now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I'm just going off the wall with this load balancing thing. But I'm going to try and do it in front of these 3 doors and see if having 3 is enough. And if it is, then we'll stick with that. But we may end up needing more sorting rows, in which case we could add in 2 more over here and just do it that way, I think. Let's do it. So I'm actually going to take these out. Back that up. Figure out what to do with the TV later. Now, stick it right there. Because we're at this point where once we get stuff back up and running, then we'll basically be done. If we're real. I mean, it will be optimizing still, but... Yeah. So what I'm thinking is this piece will actually turn here. That will follow this wall. I'm gonna start those fresh too. Alright. Because we're gonna have here. There. There. I think we're gonna have space to do 2 of these out from each door, just to give us a little bit of breathing room on this backside. I think that'll work. And then, yeah. In a second, my dog is attempting to crawl under here. He lost his ball, so I had to be his savior. Alright, so we'll get to that in a second, because we need to bring this in, which may not be the cleanest thing in the world to do. But this would get everything, all packages to be sorted over here. Almost there. Be a lot faster if I just grabbed a pallet full of stuff. What did I put on these pallets? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does that thing. Um, Sorry for the thumping. Little man wants attention. I forgot to play with him this hour, so he needs his attention every single hour to be good. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I think, is bring this up over here. Yeah, I've got an idea. I think this will work. So I need... let's put it down this way. And this. So we'll do that. This side's going to be heavier than that side, but it'll work. But we have all this buffer zone too, going back this way for these two doors, so we could always buffer that up more. Another shelf. Another shelf here. Let me start that. There we go. So center goes on. That's centered. This one is off, I think. So it is centered. It's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Cool. So let's go over here. We need... let's grab this. We're going to start moving some stuff over. For now, again, we're going to just have the one thread, but this should be more expandable. So I need the unloader. I'm not going to worry about the load balancer just yet. Another loader. I swear I did on this side. There's a loader. There's an unloader. I need some intersections. Then just gonna take everything else that I can from this side. Just to make our trips a little easier, I can offload closer. What do I do with the scanner? Is that a scanner? Is that a scanner? That's a scanner. I'll take that too, just in case. Some cargo here that we have to get rid of, but this will help me clean up some of that stuff. Okay. This pallet over. No. Perfect. So it's good. I hope this is making sense. So the idea is we'll load stuff onto these two shelves, which we could maybe double these up eventually. But as stuff comes through this door, it loads on this shelf. As stuff comes through that door or those three doors, which again, we could add buffer zones here eventually to help with some of the processing, so we might do that. But everything's going to load onto one of these two shelves. The reason for that is because we're going to try and join everything together, like right in this general area. I don't know exactly how we're going to do that yet, though, because there's not like a T-bone intersection, which is a shame. So what I'm thinking is we could do... Let's try this out. I wonder if we could do, like... I don't think that's the right utility. What else do we have in the shop? Let's just see. Mission. I don't know if there'll be a super clean way to do this, so we'll just do what we can for now. We just need it going. Let's context with this. This will be the first thing everything touches. Expected. I wish it was a little bit cleaner, but we're just gonna do this for now. We can always rework it later. Definitely no expert, so if you don't like what I'm doing, probably ignore it, because who cares? So we're gonna do that with that one. I think what we could do, this will create like a major traffic jam. So actually, you know what? It's not a great idea. Can we load on with more than one flavor? Let's Google that. know if we can. I'm not seeing anything. It says you can. I had tested it before, I thought, and it didn't work, so I don't think it works. But let's see. Should have an extra loader here. Let's test it, because if it works, then I can... Like, it makes it look like it works. Right? Ignore my package to test with. Got some over here. Let's grab this one. So if it works, this will go in, and that should load up. Maybe you can't unload with 2 loaders. Maybe that's it. Okay, so that worked. Now, if I set it on this one, it works. Okay, 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 okay. We're brilliant. We're brilliant. We got this. Let's do another idea. Need one more. Drag. And just get that one for now. We've got so much stuff, I don't want to spend money unless I have to, so... Yeah, because we don't have, like, an absolute ton of money, so I don't want to run out when we're doing this rebuild. But hear me out. So what we'll do is set that there. Let's grab this loader, put you there. That one will unload straight into another loader, which I think I only have the 2 loaders on the side. Another unloader. So the idea is we could unload from that shelf. And let's just double check that it's still working the way we want it to. So I take this loader, just for now. Let's say a box there transfers to that middle shelf. Perfect, goes to the scanner. And see, I put a box there. Transfers that we want to see. Perfect. So I need 1, 2 loaders, 1 unloader. Please. So this lets us bring everything off into one pipe, and then we can use that one pipe to load balance from. So again, might be overthinking it, might be dumb. We won't know how it works until we have it up and running, but that's our goal today. So, here, feed it into that shelf. This unloader out. Another loader. Feed it in. This one. Need a corner over here. So now everything hits this middle pipe as it comes in. Every bay sends to that. So that's good. Let's grab our load balancer. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of buffer room there. Put our load balancer in. Let's go ahead and do one more. What? This one. Okay. So if I were to drop a box there, make sure it ends up on the conveyor belt that we want. It loads over. It's over. Transfers to the main system. We'll be able to create some branches later. And then it goes there to be scanned. I like that. The box comes in from this side. Should do the same. Just double checking it. Missed a loader. Oh. Gotta buy one more loader. Yeah, see, we've already spent like 12,000 dollars on this one, so. I'll probably introduce the throwing mechanism here just to open up that door, but gotta be careful because if you walk into the throwing mechanism, you can disrupt the flow. But so we're good with that. Let's go ahead and start building out the main branch here. This. Just gonna collect all the machines. Cleaning up our mess here. These over. So this is the approval or denial. We need to start shifting denials that direction. Because I think we're gonna have enough room here to sort everything, and then we can put stuff in those doors. So we want to shift our denials that way, because that's where our outbound for that is. So let's take a look at so weight, stand, okay. Serial number. Country. Yes. So I think cargo type is the most common denial. If I'm not mistaken. At least from my perspective, what I've seen. So we're gonna feed in like that. It is no sticker anyway. We'll figure out the approvals and stuff here in a second. So approvals go that way. That way. Perfect. Let's look at 8. Don't want a ton, but let's go ahead and add 1 U. Green. And I think we'll keep blue for now for unsorted stuff. So, finally about to get all my achievements working. This is just to help keep me organized, so see it denies. That's the main thing I wanted to paint. But this will be our approved, pre-sorted approved area. And then this one will be our unmarked stuff that hasn't been approved yet. So if it's valid, we're going to circle this back in and check the country next. This. Okay. Oh, that piece away. Then if country's valid, I'm gonna check. Let's say wait. That. This will give us an idea, too, of how much space we're going to have to work with. Okay. That's good. We want to check hopefully serial number. I'm just doing it kind of in order of things that we unlocked. At this point, and then after serial number, I'm going to check the stamp. Yeah. And then we still need to check the contents, but we're not going to check the contents here just because we have, we don't have to check everything for contents, so we're going to do a contents inspection before we hit the sort mechanism. So, let's go ahead and wire these all up. Success, files out of there. What if I've got any corners over here? So. Success on that one. Stamp check. Finally, successful here. We're going to send it out. So, do straight that and join. There we go. I don't know which direction we're going to put that yet, but basically if it makes it through this chain of stuff, it's going to land on this platform. This platform is going to take stuff down to an area to be diverted to check for if it needs to be scanned. Honestly, since that's right there, we're going to go this way with it. So we'll take this down this way. Not going to worry about throwing anything. We don't want to stamp it yet, because it could need contents inspection. I'm going to take it most of the way, because I don't want to do the build in front of the store. I want to do this contents inspection piece. Honestly, we will probably go all the way down here with it. Do the contents inspection. Then we'll route it back, and this will take it to the organizer, which will be about here in the middle, I think. We'll see how that goes. probably end up painting this row yellow, but I noticed that there's not a black paint, which would be nice because it would match our shelving unit, so we might have to think about that. Okay. This is kind of just a waste, but it's fun, so we're gonna do it. Alright, so at this point, let's go ahead and bring it in. Let's see here. We still have to get our denials out. That's the main thing. So, maybe... Oh, I didn't realize you lose money if you work after hours. Where is the diverter? It's the stamper. I think the inspector should be somewhere here. This way? There's the inspector. For sure? Nope, it's country. Lost it. Grab my pallet. Maybe. Actually, no, I don't want to sort this stuff yet. That's the diverter by that stuff. Diverter by... Right. Gotta be in here somewhere, because this is about the area we were doing that. I don't think we went as far back as this corner with it. I do see some boxes back there. I was trying to fit it in this area when we did it, so I believe I lost it. Still. There we go. That. So that's the diverter. Okay, perfect. So, we come down this way. Let's do it like that. Right. It needs scanned. We're gonna do that. Let's go ahead and put it more like... Give us some space. So that gets scanned. If it's good, we divert it right back here. If it's bad, we divert it back here. We'll figure that one out in a little bit. Okay. So, let's do this. That'll have some need some breathing room anyway. So where is Wayne? Okay. Perfect. So if it's good, it comes right back on this conveyor belt. Nothing, so it should just go through. I'm just gonna double check the path works. Yep, just goes through. We're good to go. Now this point is where we can grab. Where you at? I saw it a second ago. Collapse that one so I don't lose it, because we're going to need that in a second. Looking for the sticker applier. The green sticker applier, anyway. I'm going to go ahead and grab my palette just to clean this up a little bit. Let's continue cleaning up our mess some. I don't think the sticker applier was in any of those, though. That at least cleaned up our mess some. Green stickers. Saw the red sticker applier while we were doing that. There it is. Green stickers. Perfect. Okay. So at this point, we can apply green stickers. There. Then we can worry about sorting out our cargo. So, if it's going to be boat or plane, we want to split it off. That'll be the first thing we do. So we're going to use 3 of these things, I think. Or no, we can get away with 2, I think. Let's do 2. Yeah, I made it big just so I wouldn't lose it, and I still lost it. Okay. So, I'm going to put this more like here, honestly. I'm gonna put it in line with that. Honestly, we could probably move all this stuff over, but oh well. We're still figuring it out. So let's go ahead and route this way. Because technically the more conveyor space you have, the more boxes you can process in a day. Because you don't have to keep up with it if you're willing to just sit and wait for it to finish. So, that's a thing. Actually, let's do it this way. Again, to me it's very important that we have symmetry here. So I want to center it on that, and on that, which looks like it's going to go up. Centered on that wall as we'll get. And we're centered on that. Okay. So, what I want to do with that actually is take this back a little bit, which we have space to do that. So put 2. Okay. Would that be enough if I go back 1? No, because I need to go in this way. So I think what we're going to do is bring all this back. Let's just do this diversion here. So let's do the turn. should actually work for us. This one. It's valid. Join right back in. And if it's invalid, we'll actually just loop right out of this one. And what I'm going to end up doing, I think, is we're going to get all of our fails to come down this way, land on a path right here, so they'll just all join back together. So to show that, I just need to do this. So, perfect. Now, we can take this turn. So this is all valid stuff. In fact, I'm going to go back one. The sticker fire doesn't seem to slow anything down. So we'll put the sticker apply there. And now we can leave this back up. This. So, perfect. Now, we can set it up to be straight, will be boat. Then, this way will be air. This way will be other. So boat, or truck, and road will go this way. So let's finish up some of this. Do I have a pauser? I didn't think. It's a pauser. Today we are taking boat stuff though. Or actually, it's for tomorrow. So we can unbox you. We'll set up shelves and buffer zones here so that this isn't so bad. But again, we just want to get it working. So we can press play. Some money. Trying to preserve these tables for some reason, but I don't know why I was doing that. So that goes that way. Boat stuff is going to go that way. Simply finding Mars, New York. We'll paint all this stuff as well, so that we can have everything designed. We're going to do this, and then we're going to optimize. So, like I said, I just want to get everything flowing. So, plane stuff is fully automatic. Boat stuff is now fully automatic. You gotta come out of here. This is why I was aiming for the symmetry, so we're going to go in, that, and then this side we'll let boat stuff come out, side we'll let real stuff come out. This side we'll let other come out, just in case somehow a plane thing gets here. It'll spit it out right there. Happen to line that up perfectly. That's cool. Okay. Make sure that's still yep. Needed it to be. Pause it for now. C for now. We still haven't done our pre-approvals, so still have a little ways to go here. The pre-approvals can get combined back eventually, so I think we've got it under control this time around. There's already a corner there. It's a join. Thrower, thrower, corner. Almost done with this portion. We'll have to definitely add in more. This is not going to be that efficient just yet. But I just need to get back to an automated state. That's the important part. There's one. So now things that are not pre-approved or pre-denied are fully automated. That's what we were going for. Let's go ahead and get our denial system set up. Clean out this area of anything that's these types of boxes. I'm gonna end up loading all these parcels that are not sorted onto our shelves when we're done to test out the system. That's everything we can carry for now. Alright, so we've got two things we have to think about if we're gonna expand this, which is our pre-approvals and our pre-denials. So our pre-approvals, I think we're going to worry about, we're going to toss our denials and not our approvals, if that makes sense. So we want to bypass all this machinery here. Let me take this out, corner. We'll eventually be able to, like, join this together or something, I think, but now this join. I don't want to join the pre-approvals in until after the contents inspection, because we don't want to accidentally inspect an approval. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do is set it up so we've got... Let's figure out how this looks. So we've got the space here. So our pre-approvals are going to land there. Let's do it Pre-approvals will just bridge over this, which isn't connected yet, but I'm preparing for that because we're going to have another chain here. We're going to do the exact same thing with pre-approvals, so that's why we're preparing for it, because I got myself in a bad spot last time, ran out of space with what I was trying to do. Pre-approvals that way. Give a turn, then route down this way. Lots of corners. So many boxes everywhere. Let's use this one up. Let's join. So I do need a join. Let's go ahead and grab that. We're gonna join in. Again, for symmetry. That. Box. Not one of my boxes. Put this about here-ish. So we're gonna upload anything on this one. Just so we can start, we're gonna just like pile everything up. We've cleaned up the floor though with these boxes. A lot of stuff over here. Once we get this done, we'll probably sell everything off to have kind of like a fresh setup. Let's see. There. I'm glad I left myself some space this time though, because last time we just ran out of space so early. I'm wondering if we actually want more, but if I give myself any more here, then that loses its symmetry. I don't want to do that. So yeah, we'll figure out the denies. I think what we're going to do is create a row here, and then we can row over this if we need to, once we build out that one. We'll figure that out when we get there. Once we connect this, pre-approvals are fully automated again. Other than the fact that we're checking everything for pre-approval in one system, but So the one thing you learn about working in IT is the ability to be agile in development here. That's what we're going for. So pre-approvals are done. They get routed back onto the system. Then they get sorted between these two things there. So now we just need to figure out the denials. So to do the denials, go back over here just to try and pick up the rest of this mess. That's actually everything over here. All that stuff looks like it's normal boxes. So let's here. Join everything together. So it's a denial. I think what we're gonna do is actually get rid of that. That's cool. If you package it up, you basically unpaint it, which has its uses, I think. Means blue paint is basically free for conveyors, so you can just always get it back. Join. So we're gonna turn there, which I'm actually gonna use a join for that one too. I'll explain why. Means I think I've got more joins over here. Yep. That's a join, and then that's a join. So we're using that join so that when we're in the throwing stage, we'll just throw it from there and it'll land here. And we'll end up setting up another thrower here probably to get it to the next spot. So we're going to be throwing a couple packages, but for now, we'll just leave it all as one chain. So let's see, more straights. Assortment of leveled up stuff, so we'll want to eventually level up all the conveyors, but just move nice and fast. Hello, I think on straight conveyors. Just because of how big everything is now. Everything over here now is, except for this one box, that was just for testing. So up here, everything in this little area is construction stuff. Pretty sure. Everything over here should be stuff that just needs sorted. Which looks right. Sorry, just organizing myself here. We're almost done. Let's join. I don't know if I have any more streets. Chain. We need to order more straights. Probably a pallet full, honestly. 20, because we've got to get over there when we're out, so... Or... No, we're gonna go over there. We're gonna use that side for our denies, because that one would work, but we'd have to mess with all of those areas, so it'll be easier to use that one for now. Let's go ahead. Okay. We have plenty of things now. At least to get mostly there. So we're gonna take join. So in that. Let's do that. Join in here. Perfect. Now we can this corner. This way. Hey, Lyra Boss. I'm great. How are you? Thanks, yeah. It's a good day to just chill. doing the same, actually. Off work and just wanting to sit and enjoy. Look at that symmetry. It's gonna be so pretty once we get this one connected. And then we'll get to paint everything. That's gonna be so cool. All in all, pretty good stream today. Just, it's a really relaxed stream today. Which I've needed for a while, so... This game has been super addicting. So... I feel like I start streaming, and next thing I know, I've been streaming for 4 hours when I play this one. I need probably about 20 more of those, actually. There we go. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Have you been watching long, or is this your first time joining us? Oh yeah, I really like this game on stream. I play a lot of other games too. Just depends on my mood. I'm a achievement hunter, so I play games to completion. The best way to say that. No schedule. I try to stream daily, but I work a full-time job, so this is just a hobby for me. I just like to... I use it more to catalog what games I've played, if that makes sense. I upload the videos onto YouTube as well. So I'm just like cataloging my backlog, basically, as I play through games. At the moment, this has been the game I've played the most, but I'm also playing Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm playing that at the moment too, which is really fun. Depends on my mood. Like, when I first get off work and I want to shoot a whole bunch of people, then I play Ghost Recon. But if I just want to chill out, I play this. But we're actually almost done with this one, achievement-wise. We're trying to optimize our build so that we can get the... Because we have to make like $1 million, I think, is our main achievement, which takes a long time. Ooh, all-time favorite game? That is a really hard question. I'm thinking on that one. I need a second. All-time. What have I sunk the most hours into? That's the big question. Let's see. Let's see. Let me pull up. Double checking Steam to see what I've played the most of. I don't know. I honestly don't think I could pick a favorite game. I just like games. If I was strapped and I had to pick one game, I would say Oblivion. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. But that's just because of like nostalgia. I played that game when it first came out, and I've enjoyed it ever since, and got the remake and stuff, so I'd have to say Oblivion's my favorite if I had to pick one, but that's really tough, so it's a tough question. Okay. Okay. Let's validate this walkthrough now. Make sure we're good, and then we'll follow some packages through. So everything comes in, it goes back to these 3 shelves. Okay. We load onto these side shelves. From the side shelves, we offload into this middle shelf. The back loads into that middle shelf. Everything offloads from this shelf onto this conveyor belt. Goes all the way through our system. Yeah, you can share it. Anything that gets denied goes out this way. Goes straight down that way. Oh, you know what we forgot to put in? We need our denial sticker applier. Sorry, I'm not really interested in any artwork at the moment. I've got a brother that will do artwork for me when I'm ready for it, but I just haven't been ready, so I'm sorry if that's all you came here for. Back to symmetry. Put that there. There we go. So our denials got that way. If this is good, it goes, okay, I think we're good to test. Let's finish cleaning up our mess here. So I need all these. So we're in this pile. I'm not really interested in your portfolio, I'm sorry. I'm sure you're great. I definitely bet you're a wonderful artist. But I'm not interested in any new art at the moment, so... This is all, like, plain stuff, I think, that we've sorted through. Go ahead and see how this works. Make sure it flows. So if I set... Let's set a couple boxes there. Let's set... there. There. I want to make sure all 3 of these boxes get to where we need it to go. Excuse me. Oh, what did I do with that? Why is that loading back on? That's an unload. There we go. Must have been a glitch in the matrix. So those were already approved, so we follow those down here. What's this one? Is that pre-approved? I don't know. So it goes over this hill. We're almost ready to turn everything back on. Start our next day. I just want to follow these pre-approved boxes through. Actually, I think those should be fine. It's just... turned off all my endpoints. I did. So we're good there. Except for the denials, because denials can go out, but goes to our first sorter. This one was train, it looks like. Go left. Yep. That one was plane. Should be plane. Yep. Okay. This one's approved for truck, so I'll just drop it on there. Beautiful. Plane. This plane. This one was truck, so it should go left. I think most of these already have stickers. Right way. Now we will back ourselves back up, because we were backed up, but that's our next, or that's a future phase of optimization for us. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of these boxes over here. Perfect. You can see that nothing's going in that shouldn't go in. Love the noises. Hey, Harley Quinn. I'm great. How are you doing? Just getting some fun streaming in. It's looking nice. I'm really excited to see what this will look like later, but completely get the chilling. It's I just went on vacation today. Today's my first day for the summer. Just getting some time away from work, so enjoying the stream. It's been a pretty good stream so far. Thanks for asking. It's relaxing. This game is addicting. Clean up our mess. Play all sorts of games. At the moment, the other one I'm playing, or the other two I'm mostly playing on stream, are Ghost Recon Wildlands and Death Stranding 1, depending on my mood. I'm a game based on mood, but I'm also an achievement hunter, so I try to play everything all the way through. Stick this there for now. Oh. Okay. All those boxes we dropped off, I think, are sorted. We're just about sorted. It's slow, but speed doesn't matter, really. As long as it gets to where it needs to go. These are stuck. Did I put that on backwards? I didn't. Backwards. Yeah. You can see here that our plane stuff is already backed up. So this is our next stop. We really have to fix that for the plane, and same for the train, for the boat stuff. Let's put... Yeah, we'll build like our little office space here for fun. Just because I'm going to use this wall probably to organize some of the boat stuff. Or we'll figure it out. I don't know which wall's going to be which yet, but... So I might do this wall for the plane, and that wall for the boat. Maybe even plane, boat, plane, boat. We'll see. It's today, alright. So we are accepting plane stuff tomorrow. That's good. Because, yeah, we got a traffic jam pretty bad. But all that stuff is plane. We do have some money. So the question is, do I want to figure out the organization? I think we need to figure out the organization for the plane stuff. Let's see here. What color best represents plane? So, black is our main thing. We have 4 cargo types, right? Yeah, 4 cargo types. I'll do... No, blue's gotta be boat. Blue is boat. So let's do orange. I like orange. Orange for plane. Need loader. Unloader. Should work. We'll expand the storage eventually, but for now, start with the 1. So instead of going direct to that, do yeah, I like that. Set that there. No, I don't have a standard schedule for streaming. I like it, streaming. So, basically, the best way to explain it is I'm just documenting my, gameplay at the moment. So, I'm a completionist, so I like to document all that, but I'm not interested in any custom artwork. I appreciate the gesture. I did just answer that question for the person right before you two. Not really interested at all, just because I have ways to get art if I need it. So I'm just kind of enjoying the stream while I can, is really the main thing. I'm here for fun, not any other reason. Let's join this back in. Here. This isn't the cleanest way to do this, but we'll clean it up later. It'll be a lot better too when we have more shelves, because it will help with some of the spacing. I think I need one more corner. This will be good for now. Oh, no, I need 2 more corners. Couple more streets. That should hit the pause, and then... Yep, and that'll let these packages pile up on that shelf. We'll make it cleaner eventually, too. Is that one? I need 2 more. One more after that. Oh, but I got rid of a corner by accident. Let's replace the corner. So, and one more straight piece. Perfect. So, we have a little bit of conveyor space there. That'll be cleaned up later, but everything now should be able to flow a little bit better. We have some buffer zone, not a lot. We're going to have to set up the boat for buffer zone tomorrow, probably, because we're going to run out of space again. That one. But I think we take in... Let's see, on Wednesday we can do road and train and plane, so we can get rid of our plane stuff. But we can't do boat or plane on... or boat tomorrow, and we can't do boat or plane Thursday. So yeah, we'll need some buffer space. This space will have to grow faster than that space, I'm assuming, but we'll see. At least we can finish sorting. And then once we finish sorting, we'll go start our next day. All the plain stuff ends up on that shelf. Which, yeah, we have a little too much for that, but it's okay. We'll be able to get rid of all that tomorrow. And we'll actually clean that up too. I'm going to bring that whole line over to here to make it straight, I think. And then we'll actually probably do the same thing with this. Like, scoot this whole system down a little bit. I wasn't quite thinking about that with the symmetry part. But, okay. So now we're back to being fully automated. That's sorted out. I think we're good. Let's go start our next day. And see how it flows. Contacts, we did 144 batches that day. Or boxes. That's the correct term. Or 144 approvals. Or good stuff. Yeah, yep, that's the term. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn everything on. Okay. And then for today, we can send out boat stuff, so we'll turn that on. Let that start going. Can't do... Or that was plain stuff. We can also do... road, and train. So we just turn those on, and then it's pre-approved. Pre-approvals come through. Perfect. Oh, what'd I do here? My bad. Let's flip view. That's why we do this. There we go. Now we're good. So that should start sending everything down. We already have some stuff going through scanners. We have pre-approvals coming through. So that's a deny, pre-deny, pre-deny, perfect. We do have some paint, but I'm gonna steal this. This is something I saw you too was that if you stack stuff up and then you take when you sleep and take the pallet out from under it the next day, it stays where it was. So we've already made a good chunk of change. I think that's all from that. So, yeah. That's cleaned up. Yeah. Throw these over here yourself. Hey, look at that. We're making some automated income now. Let's come through this way, and this is our pre-approval. We'll just paint as much as we possibly can. And this is our denial. Yeah, just so we have it marked. So everything that's coming in that way, we can see that we are backed up, but that's to be expected. We need more buffer zone plus more processing power, right? At this moment, we have a single thread for processing. Oh crap, we've got some bad stuff. Where's that? Inspection sticker missing from Parcel. How did we get something through without going through the inspection? So that's a denial. Let's double check the denials. It should be applying a sticker. Yep. So that's getting everything in there. Does it tell me? So somehow we got some boxes through that didn't get an inspection sticker on it. I don't know how that's possible. Unless somehow something made it on the pre-approval conveyor belt that didn't have a sticker. Which again, should be possible. Excuse me. We'll see if we get any more of those. They may have just been flukes. It's an approval. Good. Good. Yeah, not seeing any other reason why we would do that. Excuse me. Keep losing my voice. Okay, well, we're gonna let this stay flow and finish up. But we're back to being fully automated. That's the important part, because now we'll just constantly be making money. Oh, we had more go through. What was that just got submitted? Has to be our denials, I think. Yeah. So that's got a sticker. That's got a sticker. How are things getting through without a sticker? It's got a sticker, it's got a sticker, a sticker. There's absolutely no way, right? Because this is a sticker. I mean, plane stuff did just go through. Maybe it was... Maybe it's the plane? Okay, so here's something without a sticker. Let's make sure it's getting approved stickers. Maybe it's just not picking up that. Did I divert this wrong? No, it's not contents inspection, so it should go straight through. Yeah, should hit that. Whoops. Get sticker. Okay. These are really the only 3 pipes. So I'll just watch and see if there's anything here without a sticker. Still could have been left over from that mess that we made. Let's go sticker, let's go sticker. You get a sticker, you get a sticker. Because it's not saying that, I don't think it's saying that I inspected it wrong. Maybe it is. Go through here. If it's denied, goes left. These all get fed out. Make sure nothing's getting fed back. Okay. Good. Country. Country. Interesting. We're at the end of our day, though, now. We're just kind of finishing something. And you can see where our bottleneck is, which is right there. So, that's going to be our next step. But just need to figure out why we're getting stuff through without stickers. That went, and we didn't lose anything, so that's good. Which makes sense, because there's absolutely no way you can get to the denial without going through that. I wonder if maybe that's the mistake. But I don't know how pre-approval stuff would end up without a sticker. Let's go to the truck path. I think it's just left over from submitting the plane stuff. Let's hope that's what it is. Because I did make a big mess of things. Should be just about through. Yep. Over there anyway. I didn't think to check to see... Because this shelf is almost empty. So, is none of the stuff moving? Why is that not letting it load on that shelf? Look at that getting stuck. Does that do anything? I don't think that did. It just made it faster. Maybe we need... Maybe I put these too close together. Put... there. Let's unload from the front. Let's do turns. This is kind of messy, but it's just to test it out. Thinking that maybe having those right next to each other isn't enough, so it's getting stuck. Going straight from the loader to the unloader. Seems to be the case to me anyway. I think that slowed us down today because we weren't processing anything. That box down now. Work. What's weird is that other one's working. That one's working. I'm gonna let that one finish getting everything through, and then we'll finish troubleshooting this. Oh, we got more! Non-approval criteria. I wish you would tell me where. What the hell? Gotta be the denies, because that's like the only thing that we're sending through that often. Provide approval criteria. So is there some way that something's getting on the wrong conveyor belt? What if we... Get this join? Oh, that join right there. So let's move this up. This is just a test. There. One corner. That ensures everything routes through a sticker setter somewhere. Then again, I could just be wrong. Yeah, it could definitely just be, I'm gonna do this. That's a lot now. Inspection stickers. I just went through. That was the denies that just went through, I think. Whoops. That back. Right. Indecisive. Indecisive brain. So... It's got a sticker. Inspection sticker, inspection sticker. What the hell? Let's go. There's no way anything is making it down there unless it goes through this one of these three paths. That's good. We got one that was getting scanned, so that's good. Oh, it's apparently valid. Sticker. So it's gotta be... I don't know. Maybe I just had extra stuff in there. We'll see. Let's fix this up and get it flowing again. Do that. We gotta get it finished. Don't know why that one's not flowing. So for now, just get it working. Let's go ahead and stage that. Oops. Just steal this one. So I think we're gonna have to change our front end here. Let's just do this. We made even more fails. Incorrect export door for Parcel. Type error. Okay. So this is only allowing air. What the hell? Turn it that way. Turn that way. Export door for Parcel. Just do that. So it's gotta be the Didons, right? No, that's got 9 boxes. What just went through them? 4. It's blocked. So that was truck that just went through. Incorrect parcel value. Could still be stuff that was piled up, but... Let's check this as it goes. It's a denial. Strength. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit everything. Take the hit for today, if it comes in that way. It's gonna be a fully bad one, but I don't care. So that one had no incorrect parcels that time. We're up to 46. Now, nothing is standing, right? There's nothing that hasn't been organized. That's rail. So I should be able to catch something if it goes through wrong. So it should go right. Okay. It's road. So that should go left. Okay. Now we're going to see if we have any fails at this point. Okay. Because you don't need to inspect... Excuse me. You don't need to inspect anything that's approved, I don't believe. Even the contents inspection side. Just want to see what it could be. I don't have anything that accidentally sends it the wrong way, do I? It's all good. The only explanation I have is that it was stuff that was stored up from my pre-sorting, but I didn't think I had 46 boxes for that. That's what's strange to me. Let's check these out. It's bad. It's not the goal. That stamp. Still just a 46. Well, hopefully that issue is resolved. Maybe there was something wrong that I fixed a second ago. I didn't realize it. Not sure. I had one incorrect parcel when I submitted it. It's gotta just be residual. Like, there's no way it could be a problem with the system, right? Because, like, everything's flowing so smoothly. No one was such a denial. It's far along the line. So what's that one? These are all correct, right? Invalid, invalid, invalid. Yeah, and denied, so that's all joining correctly. Site is pre-approved. No sticker. Was in cargo type valid. Entry valid. Weight valid. Yeah. So I think it was pre-submitted or unsubmitted stuff. That's gotta be the issue. We're almost through this part. While we're waiting on that, let's think about how we want to fix this, because clearly that didn't work all that well. So I think what I want to do... Still want to find a way onto this one shelf. So let's do this. Let's do... bit more space, so I'll wait for some of this stuff to finish up. Really want to do the load balancing though. I'm just don't know why I'm forcing myself down this path, but I'm really gonna join everything together. We're almost through getting these boxes out. Honestly, shelf might not be fully required here, so let's get rid of the shelf for now. Just while figuring this out. Straight conveyor. Got an idea to clean this up. So, I did need a couple straight conveyors, don't I? Okay, we're still only at 46 fails. And something just went through, so that's a good sign. Not so much junk. So what we're gonna do is set up yep, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move this in. So we'll sort it off. Let's go ahead and file stuff on my palette, and then we're just gonna go ahead and go to bed. Start the day fresh. It's alright that those aren't... Well, I'll let these finish sorting. For now, actually, let's go ahead and... This corner. Save us some, just a couple conveyors here. That'll help. Just trying to clean up a bit. Keep it clean while we go. Just done sorting for the day. I don't want to pick up my pallet because I don't want to have to restack everything. I need to get more pallets, but now I don't want to waste money on them. It's done. One more package to go. Far end. I should submit. Okay. No incorrect parcels from that. So maybe we solved the main problem here. Actually, one thing I'm going to do, just to clean this up a hair, let's pull this out. All just going to be everywhere. You. Yep. It doesn't have to be against the wall like that, and this keeps it a little bit cleaner looking. In fact, we could actually scoot it over one and land right in the middle of that shelf. I think that would look a lot better. Do that. We'll do the same thing on each of the doors. We're going to do the same setup. I like that. Okay. Done. Those boxes are being dropped off. That looks like that's everything. So I'm going to submit everything just to make sure we didn't screw up again. 46. Okay, that's good. It's not accepting submissions. 46 still. That one had some incorrect parcels last time, but... Okay, nothing went up. That was the goal. Okay. Off to bed. Wait, let's go ahead and grab this pallet. Need some straight conveyors. Their bills. Okay. And just load up on straight conveyors. I just realized that things like stack onto the... can stack onto the pallet, depending on the angle you put it at. It's funky. See that? I like that. Okay. I don't know if that's intentional, but it looks funny. Alright, we're gonna go back up to this side, and I'm gonna get rid of the shelf for now. So, this box. Let's see what it looks like. Figure it out. Let's join. From that door. Just trying to give us enough space. There we go. Oh. Here. Do I want to use up? Trying to decide how far over I want. I kind of want to go straight around again. Straight there. Yeah, be back here. Nice space. We have good enough space. For now, we're gonna do this. We're going pretty, right? This looks prettier to me, so it looks more intentional. Okay. So I can start that stack. So now this gets routed back, which again we'll be able to add in buffer space eventually. But now we just want it to be free flowing. Hope this makes sense. This might be a waste, but happens. This actually might be just about perfect space-wise, because we have this to build a little bit of a buffer zone, but I don't know if we'll need a whole lot. So yeah. We could also buffer still in between, and just have it all still going this one direction. Work. Just get sorted. Here. fit. We need a new space to put these, so I'll just leave it there for now. So those boxes are going down. Do you have anything else that needs sorted? I think so. Okay. So I'm gonna run the day, I think, and make sure we don't have any issues. I do have to leave pretty soon, so I might have to leave in the middle of the day. I don't know what happens if I do that, but there we go. So now everything comes down this way and joins up in this corner, which is kind of like the middle point between those sets of doors. Then it circles back down this way and hits our load balancer. So this gives us a lot of buffer zone, but we could still add our shelves here, and now it would be one input, so it wouldn't be as big of a deal, I don't think. So that one has no stickers, so it should go loadable system. Oh, I forgot to check the day. So we're accepting train and road. Not accepting boat or train. Oh. We can see for sure that these are our bottleneck. So we can level them up. This one to level up. Produce 4 down. Let's do it. We're gonna make the machines the max before we start load balancing to figure out how much we'll need. Let's go up you, you. That's all we've got for now. So that's going to speed us up some. Oh, that's a lot faster now. Cool. With that scanner, which is great. See, that's why it's good to level everything up before I start investing in a whole bunch of new machines. No sticker, but it was denied at some point. Beautiful. See, that definitely helped a lot. Look at how much more full we are downstream. So it really cleared up that bottleneck. Oh. Now that I think about it, orange feels more railroady. So we're gonna do yellow there, orange railroad, but we'll change that later. Everything. It's going. We haven't made any money just yet. Probably want to get the cargo type one updated to level 3 next, because our biggest bottleneck at the moment is this right there, that weight. It takes 5 seconds. Nice. Level 1. 10 seconds. There we go. First box that made it all the way through. It's good. First box making it all the way through on the side. That's cool. Liking this. Excuse me. It's nice and clean. We end up needing a little bit more space down here, too. We can probably scoot everything back one, but we'll see. Do my quality assurance checks. Day's actually almost over and we haven't submitted any batches yet. Let's see our deny. We're about to submit a denial. Thanks, got a sticker. Hopefully we have a much cleaner day. We hurt ourselves yesterday. We're down to 97% accuracy. Ooh. That hurts. Get back up to our 99. First submission of the day, we're good. I think we're all set. Let's start looking at this thing. I didn't need to upgrade all those, because so far we're not getting bottlenecked that far downstream. I do want to upgrade that one next, because that'll give us, that'll stop the bottleneck that happens on that little piece. And then, honestly, we could probably start, I think we've got a lot of stuff. Let's start mapping out. This. It's gonna be easier if we start on this side. Let's wait. There. Okay. Scanner. Yep, perfect. We'll center it on each door. Yeah, that actually gives us a lot of space if we do that, so... Yep, like it. Actually, probably not. That gives us quite a bit of space, but eats into a lot, so... Let's do... this way. For now, I'm just gonna leave it at the 1. So I just need that path on the left here. Oh. You know what? We're gonna do the mirror. I know that got me in trouble last time, but I think we're gonna have to mirror it and join these somehow. That'll save us some space, but also our denials are going to be easier if we throw them from here, I think, because of the bridge. Honestly, maybe even rid of that bridge. Yep, you're right. When you're right, you're right. And you're always right. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm gonna end up getting rid of this bridge and instead bridging this row. I think, over where we need to be. I think that'd be cleaner, and then that way the throwing mechanism isn't happening over a bridge. Yep, that'd be good. Oh. So we need next. Serial number 1. No. I'm gonna scoot it some. I'm not gonna worry about mirroring it. I think that'll make it too complicated. Just see what a good spacing is. Because if I go centered on this door, like I originally thought, there's not a lot of space on this side. And that eventually blocks off that door completely. Versus if I think about just scooting it over. Because on the left, if we just do the denies, we only really need one. So it does make sense to leave it like that. Or scoot one more so that we have a walkway between them. That's a good idea. So now we can grab these. Let's go ahead and send our upgrade to that. Level 3, it only takes 1 second, so that's great. That should clear up that from bottlenecking. I don't think we need to upgrade the other ones yet. So that should be good. So that'll be our deny coming out of this. Side review approved, and then we have a walkway. I like that. I don't want to necessarily waste it, but get rid of a lot of this. Not much need for it. We'll see. This down here. I need to try and figure out this one. So let's come down here. I should have at least a couple more straights. Got joints, they function the same. Stuck in the boxes. We made a huge mess over here. just missing one. Oh, perfect. So I can connect this, this, just so I don't mess with that for now. But our denials, we're gonna have to throw. I think that's pretty confident here. So I think we're gonna try and throw the denials right on this path. That one. Perfect. Don't want to do that. Okay. I need to finish up that connection. That gives me an idea for that. Okay, look at that. We're actually through the day, pretty much. We need to set up our buffer for the boats so that that can finish clearing out. So we're going to do that next. But yeah, I think we're going to call it a day for now, because I have to run to an appointment. Thank you all for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.